People ask the question, what's a rock and roller?
It's the Miscellaneous Podcast.
It's not about drums, drugs, and hospital drips.
Your host,
Oh no.
Polly.
We all like a bit of the good life.
We have KRL and the STL.
Some the money, some the drugs.
The Funny Gent.
But a rock and roller,
With a title that says it all.
oh, he's different. Why?
Let's get to it.
Because the real rock and roller wants the fucking lot.
So you got to get a drop. What is that called? Like, you got to get something for your name. Like, push a button. Boom. KRL. STL. And then the female STL. Like, that should be dope. Somebody eating an apple? Chips? What is going on?
Be hot as fuck. Have some chick just walk in. KRL STL from the motherfucking but because it's STL also, like, she don't have a lot of money, so she has like this little fucked up microphone, so it's like
And now, the conclusion of, or part 2 of, the things I did over several days. Oh, okay.
That is exactly right.
Complicated.
Nailed
That's
it.
why Netflix
Because
doesn't
why
always have
pay
shows.
for a show you know won't give viewership?
Yeah.
True. Monique. Netflix.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Hashtag
Oh my
Monique.
god, I'm so glad you brought that up. Like, come on now, tell us she's the most decorated fucking comedian alive. Girl, get out of here. You haven't done anything in 10 years.
Oh,
only makes
Monique,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah, she was getting 500,000 from Netflix. That's good for who you are. You
She
haven't
was-
done anything.
She was getting that for a course of 2 years. I understand that, but at the same time, like, what else is generating you revenue right now? Like, please explain. She kept saying, like, I'm a legend, but you a dead legend. Like, you haven't done anything in years.
Damn. Yeah, so I got a portable DVD player, and it is not an El Cheapo one. I've bought a couple of them over the years, and they're either really loud or they don't have all the parts you need with it. This one came with a freaking phone or a car charger, how to hook it up to your own TV if you don't have a DVD player. I mean, they had a lot of stuff. It was not cheap. It was really cool. The headset I haven't used yet. I wanted to use it for the show, but I was like, nah, I don't want to mess around with that since I woke up so late. So I'll probably mess around with it while I'm playing around and stuff like that. So, all right. So the next thing we did is, that went over really great, went to work, so it was all done. So I hope Sean White had a really good time. So he called me the next day and said, hello, human. How much did you have fun last night? And I was like, oh, it was really cool. And I was telling him all that. And I was like, you throw a great party. And he's like, thanks, because there's another one coming up soon. So the next thing I did, went to the baseball game.
Cardinals is like the all-time team of St. Louis right now. And then, the Blues too, but whatever.
Cardinal Nation. We're not talking about obsession of Cardinals. We're talking about an obscene obsession about the Cardinals.
Yeah. It's pretty serious.
It's nutty. Even last night when we went to Jess's birthday party, there was a person there mad at Leroy Lavender because he had a Kansas City shirt on. And she was telling him he had to take it off or put it up, turn it inside out because it was offensive to her. Here's the thing, okay? I can't talk about this person's name, but you two know who I'm talking about. And here, I'll text it to you guys, but I can't use the name on the show.
Legal purposes, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I always thought she had a good bottom, but seeing her at the Cardinals game wearing short shorts, yeah, that really just solidified the butt scenario there. I really like her. I really like her butt.
I know who we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
No comment.
So
yeah, no comment. Gross.
Apparently, they had a bet going that I wouldn't show up because I had bought the tickets, and they're like $75 tickets, and I bought a couple of them, and I had found out that like half the people, because one's always for my stepdad because he's a huge Cardinals fan, and he couldn't make it this year, and then the other buddy fell out, so I was kind of going, well, crap. So then they got other tickets, and then another buddy of mine couldn't go and gave me his ticket. So everybody thought I wasn't going to go because of all the cancellations and all the rigmarole and the KRL and the STL. So we went to the Cardinals game. Did you have a good time when you were there?
Yeah, it was fine. To be honest, like, that's just not my scene.
Yeah, but it was good to see something new, right?
Oh, no, it was fine. It was fine, like, hanging out with everybody from work, and, that part was fun. But then, like, after about, let's say, I had maybe about a drink, and I was just kind of listening to everybody, I'm just like, yeah, I could have just hung out with Polly. I didn't need other people.
Yeah. Well, it is weird when it's a lot of coworkers because you're like, I could have done this at work. Is that egg in there or is that rice? What is that? The final product. I love this that you put it into Discord. It's rice. Okay, so it's white rice. We got the beautifully golden brown chicken. Dude, your calling is not here, dude. You need to be a cook.
I love to cook. I love to cook. I don't like the industry.
Oh. My buddy, we call him Bricktop. He could make this awesome Cheez-It pork chops, fried pork chops that were made from a Cheez-It breading that he just came with on his own. And he's the same guy too. He used to be like a good chef at a nice, reputable place, but gave it all up because he's like, I don't like doing it. I don't like, whatever it is. He just didn't like it. So, but he still cooks.
Dude, you lose out on social life. Like, I'm an extrovert. I need to be out and like hanging out with folk and doing stuff. Like, I can't be cooped up in a kitchen all day and night.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Like, I love to cook. It's like one of my passions. But like, if I have to sacrifice seeing my son's first catch or him going to school or something like that, man, I'll give it up.
Wow. I do agree. I know a lot of chefs. I've talked to a lot of chefs, even when I used to cook, and that you don't have a life. You literally have to dedicate your life to a pot and pan, literally.
Wow. And it's amazing because like this picture itself, it's like something you see out of a fucking cooking
and it's
magazine.
Yeah, that's
to
some Panda
elaborate more on
Express
that. It's like you lose out on people's birthdays. People go to marriages. Like, you're on your feet all day. It's nothing but heat around you. People with high tension.
Yep.
When you got all of these people with high expectations on some BS food, and you're just like, and people just go. Some people go crazy. Some people start developing habits. But then that's the downside of it. The inspiring side is just like the beautiful things you can do with just food is amazing, man.
Wow.
I do like working in a restaurant. Art. There are pros and cons to it.
Pros and cons.
Like on a slow day, everybody's best friends. You guys are laughing, having a good time, telling jokes. But on a busy day, it's all type of FUs. Get out my motherfucking way. Girl. I beat your ass. I hate this bitch. I hate everybody. Like, it's crazy.
Everybody looking at this one girl. Where is table 13? Oh, I didn't get table 13. Table 13 is right here. But I told you I didn't get table 13. So who got table 13? I don't know. Get the hell up out of here.
So nobody got table 13? Like, that shit is hilarious.
Let's be serious. Like, and then on dishwashers, like, they had this dishwasher come in. Dude was late like 2 hours. They looked at him and said, sir, we don't need you.
Damn. That's cool. I like that, man. There's too many people in this world that kind of go on their own time versus when the time is supposed to be, And a dishwasher, no offense to dishwashers, they're paid the least amount in the world because they are very essential in the food industry.
Very essential.
Every position plays a big part. Like, if you go to a real restaurant, everybody who works there is a big part, from the bussers, the servers, the host, the dishwasher.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Like, servers don't know how much they got to do sometimes. Like, sometimes it's your job to sell the product. Jazz it up a little bit. Half the time, some of them are just there to look good and get the tips.
Right.
And like we'll come out with a new dish. It'll be amazing. It'll be fire, and it'll look beautiful and stuff. All they gotta say about it is, "Oh, it's good."
Yeah,
like
I've had it before. It's okay.
Like people want to know, like, what makes this good? What's going on in my mouth? Like what is this grain or whatever?
I agree. He ain't lying. He telling the truth.
Can you tell me what goes in my mouth?
Ah!
I don't know why that's so funny. All right, well, I digress. Back to the subject. So, baseball game was really cool. I just like going to the baseball game for several reasons. One, it's an adventure in itself when we have to park.
That is so true.
That was fun because we both had. I was like, okay, KRL, you want to go? I got a free ticket. Yeah, I'm there. And then I had to drive from Illinois to Creve Coeur, then back to the stadium with no AC in my truck.
Oh, hot box.
Oh, it was bad. He gets in and he's like, all right, man, let's go. And I was like, what do you want to listen to? I don't care. Like, that was a big thing on the radio. So I'm like putting music on my phone, and he's just kind of like, yeah. And he's like playing with his phone. And you couldn't get a beat on him going, okay, did you like this? Did you didn't like this? And
he's just so nonchalant.
Yeah. He's like, I'm easy going, man. It's all good. Like, KRL is just easy going. Yeah. And then finally I started hitting some songs where I got like signs of life from him, where he starts like dancing and shit in the car. So.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
And then we played the Tokyo Drift song.
That song gets so lit. Like
it was awesome.
Like it's these Japanese dudes trying their best to sound hip, and like you can tell like some of them are like slurring. I mean, like slanting their language just enough to be like, yeah, so be tight. You're like 23.9. You're like, get out of here. And then you hear the girl come in, because I know that a lot of our culture, American culture, especially rap, went viral over in Japan and Korea to the point where they're literally trained how to have swag to the point where like they are trained to like move the way that our like neighborhoods do when they're in these music videos and stuff. They're trained to move like that. It is hilarious.
I like how because I said it a couple times, and then because like right in the break of one of the things you hear this "Hoi!" And so I kept doing it, and he's laughing at me, and then all of a sudden he heard it because I had talked over it when I did it, and he goes, "Oh, I just heard it." I don't know why, but that cracked me up.
Dude, that song is so lit. It is so lit. It's like Midi Tokyo. Hoi! Let's go.
The best part of the drive, at least in my opinion, was the traffic. I mean, it was miserable. I mean, it was rush hour in St. Louis.
Terrible.
Yay!
Oh yeah, that's rush hour sucks here.
It took us an hour to drive 20 minutes.
That person also had an opinion about when I decided to sit down for the national anthem.
Wait, what? You sat down?
Oh.
I didn't see you sit down.
I was the only one in the entire room who sat down for the national anthem. And that person said, how patriotic of you. I said, try being a black woman.
Okay. Look,
ding, ding.
I am very opinionated on the damn national anthem and sitting down and stuff like that. So we could save that.
You tell.
We could save that for the miscellaneous talk if we want to. Because I don't get it. Okay, I get it, but I don't get it. That's the best thing.
Well, let's preface this real quick and make a real quick, your opinion, our opinion.
Yeah.
So
that's
to
what I'm saying.
preface
It's like most things.
like to know,
that's why I want to talk about it.
Go for it. Just make like a little, like just get out your entire point. Me and Gent won't interrupt, and then we'll tell you our opinion.
Yeah,
Boom.
well, we'll save that for the next. Let's finish this out.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's ding ding coming soon.
Yeah. No, we couldn't take the Metrolink cupcake because we both had to be at work later that night. So we can only spend a certain amount of time there. Now, this is where the interesting thing comes in, because the party box is all you can eat and all you can drink and all the alcohol you can consume. That's what you're paying for. And the food is kind of, it's not the best, but it's not bad. It's not like, work food.
The EDR.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But it's not like you're going to be running back for seconds and thirds all the damn time. You're going to nibble as you go along. But the alcohol is nice and it's free. And they even had mixed drinks this time, because they never had mixed drinks before. It was always this draft or straight, whatever hardcore alcohol you want to do. And then they finally have mixed drinks, like we're talking about like White Russians, those kind of things. So it was really cool. And I had a good experience. I didn't know about the whole thing with the national anthem because, whatever. We'll talk about that later. And so
you got one more time.
Because where were you at? Were you outside when that went down?
No, I was inside the box. Everybody was sitting next to me. The three people that hung out with us. Everybody else, like literally everyone else was standing in that room.
Yeah,
except me.
Yeah. Okay. So, and that's a great topic for the next show, dude. Seriously, that is awesome. I don't want to forget that. Yeah, and then we had to leave. But yeah, I kind of had my eyes kept drooping down over old girl's butt, and I felt like a pervert a little bit. Not gonna lie. But
well, you sound like one.
Is that?
my eyes kept drooping down at old girl's butt, not to sound like a pervert.
Right. Let's get the visual going.
Well, no, it was
not
bad
to be a
because
perv.
this has
Did you
been
see
like
her
a
butt?
friend of mine for a period of time, and I never thought of her in that way, except for like joking with guy friends about this or that. But I never really took it serious.
Now I see you at 23. All I want to say is,
and it all started because we went out to get a smoke together, and she walked right in front of me, and I was like, "Whoa, hey now."
Damn. He was like, saw her hair whispering in the wind. And he's like, that booty? Who are you? That booty? You weren't the same person I knew back in Dispatch.
That big old booty?
It's like, excuse me, but who are you?
No.
You're not the same person I known back and forth. Talking about
one of those out
Harry
of
Potter
things.
Harry Potter.
This isn't the same Hermione I'm used to.
So, yeah, it's good times. And then we left, and it was, I liked St. Louis downtown, but I hate it at the same time. Like, I love walking around, seeing the sights, taking the tours, but I hate when you have to walk out of the way of the crowd,
Yeah.
It makes you have that little feeling of...
But it's so much better than Wrigley Field, trust me.
Oh, really? Wow.
Fuck, yes.
That's true.
I never thought of it that way, yeah. At first, I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, yeah. Good point. Because Wrigley Field has there's no, like, area. It's just, like, the parking lot and then the stadium, and you just feel unsafe right when you walk out. I remember that,
Dude, first of all, it's Chicago. Second of all, so first of all, it's Chicago, man. And then on top of that, dude, you got all these Cubs fans running around, with chickens with their heads cut off. And I mean, Chicago's a beautiful town. Let's be serious here. It's a beautiful town. It's got an amazing food scene. There's pizzas everywhere. People are cool and all. There's a lot of diversity walking that street. But God, there's also a lot of blindness when it comes to the freaking Cubs.
They are so in denial of that team.
They can spot a Cardinals fan from a mile away, and they point. And just like in Night Vale, they point out all at the same time, and they yell, "Interloper!"
Oh, I love it. No, so the other one, well, okay, so you got the parking lot in the stadium, And there's no real bars around that area. You have one like almost a mile away. So
Like the biggest bar there is a
yeah.
Starbucks. The goddamn Starbucks. Like holy shit. Like shout out to my family out there in Springfield. But yeah, man, they took me to Wrigley Field and stuff, and I'm like, yo, what is this stuff, man? Like, okay, so some of the bars, ritzy bars that are all empty by around like 12 o'clock, because if they're not some weird ass Italian nightclub, then it's like Ballpark Village all over again. Just a bunch of blondes who enjoy shooting. And all of their OkCupid say, I really want to be outdoors. Shout out to you, girls who love outdoors, four-wheeling, fishing, and shooting. Shout outs to all of you who make our city dreams wild.
Love it.
Chicago is pretty great. I said Chicago is pretty great.
Oh yeah,
Chicago.
I went to school up there. My family
you know what?
lives up
Actually,
there.
When I went up there last summer, I have noticed that it's the only city that I've been to that literally stops a parade to let a flow of traffic through. Stop the traffic, let the parade go. Stop the parade, continue with the traffic. Stop the traffic, let the parade. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I've never seen that happen.
Right. By now, St. Louis would not have tolerated that.
No.
Like that.
We went to Papers because we ran into a crowd at Mardi Gras. You remember that when the guy just bulldozed into the crowd in Mardi Gras because he needed to get through?
Yeah, because he had that shit does not happen here in St. Louis. You know when there's a parade coming, you see the signs, you see the crowd, you're not getting through.
No.
But Chicago was like, stop the parade,
if there's
the traffic go.
You have to get through? No. St. Louis don't play that. They'll bust your tires out.
The first thing they'll say is, you knew this was coming.
That thing that happened down there in that city where that car tried to hit. No, it wouldn't have been like that. Them tires would have been flat before he moved past go.
Exactly.
I was at that Mardi Gras. That was several years ago.
The engine and been like, my engine gone. Yep, we saw what you was doing.
He went through the right part of the crowd.
Right, and that's Ledoux. That's Ledoux.
Oh, are you talking about the one guy who got the bats and everything to his car?
Man, let's just
I was
put it
talking
like
about
this.
the one from Mardi Gras several years
Let's
ago.
put it like this.
I was at that one, and a
Paulie,
guy drove right into the crowd. Yeah,
let's just put it like this, man. You think the ritzy parts of St. Louis are safe?
Mm-mm.
Oh no, these are bored Ledoux kids
Rich
who think
kids
they tough.
Who don't have
Who
shit
think
else to
they
do.
tough? They walk up with all of their mom's parents' jewelry on and they Justin Bieber haircut, and they think they hard out
and
here.
they Vineyard Vine shirts.
Hilarious.
They're Vineyard Vine shirts.
Right.
Come
Come
you
up
hear
to
about
us
the
with
Metrolink story? Did you hear about the Metrolink story about the richer neighborhood, like the Pear and what is it, Daughter Prairie and Ladue and everything? So they actually hired just the cops to be in their section of the Metrolink instead of the rent-a-cops.
Well, normally they have cops down there, but I mean, in certain areas. But I mean, like, what kills me about St. Louis is whenever there's an issue that happens, because I live in the Loop. So whenever there's an issue that happens with Central West End or like Ladue or something like that, the literal next response is security has increased in the Loop, which doesn't help Central West End.
Does not help Central West End area.
And Central West End, Central West End is nice. Like it has a nice little area. It's where like some of our parades are. You know, there's something like last year I was out there during I'll say around November. They had this big old it was fucking Halloween, and they had this big.
Did I lose him or did you lose him?
What just happened? He just.
Oh no!
He's back.
We lost you.
The screen rotated, guys. So yeah, the screen rotated, and I lost the push to talk button. But yeah, man, like it always seems to be. It's so weird that when something like a car robbery happens in Central West End, the Loop gets more security.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Like mostly, I think Central West End is a beautiful area. They got the coffee cartel that me and some of my best friends used to hit up around like 3 a.m. when we had nothing else to do. Pops and everybody else closed. Like places were great, man. But yeah, just moving on right along.
No, I mean this is really cool. I'm learning stuff. I mean, the only thing I have about the Loop is Blueberry Hill. Love it over there. I love the whole scene. I love the vintage vinyl, and we got to see the "you paid for it" guy as he was walking down the street.
So, whenever
Elliot
I
Neese,
date somebody new,
yeah.
whenever I date somebody new, like I have a date or whatever, I'll tell him I live in the Loop, and he'll be like, "Oh, I heard that's a bad area," and I'm like, "No, it's not.
No, it's not.
That area is that strip alone is one of the top 10 strips or streets in America, and it ranks as number 7."
But people just heard about how the miners used to come down there and fight, but that's just
that was.
But I mean,
years ago.
that's not as bad as like somebody coming down there. And as soon as they get out the car, they get shot. That's not bad.
No, like that never happens down there.
I love how that's how we gauge the safety. You walk out, get shot, or rank 7th for mugging. You know, we're pretty good on that.
I mean, but what major city in this entire world doesn't have like its number of violent crime?
Well, I meant that as an overall society, how, that's how we got to gauge things. It's kind of sucky.
But I mean, like I'll have somebody pull up to my apartment, and they're just like, they're like closing their doors and locking them and stuff, and they're like, "Ooh, is this one of those areas?" And I'm like, literally, the only people that are around her are broke, rich, drunk college students who can't wait to tell you about their trip to Barcelona. The Loop is surrounded by 4 colleges, and one of them is Washington University. So you know damn well them student loans are not being paid to the school. They're being paid to the fucking TSA people for them to fly all the way to Aruba for them to catch up with their spring break buddies. Let's be serious.
Nice. All right. The last thing I did was went to a Jess's birthday party, and they had a luau theme. Now, I talked about this on a show before, but it didn't really air. We just did the live version of it, and it was really cool. I went there for just a generic barbecue, had a great time. The whole place is decked out so nicely, and they had like string lights and had a big backyard, and I love that.
Yeah, I think Jess is pretty awesome.
Yeah. And I love that aesthetic feel that you're in the movie or you see shit on TV, the way they dig up barbecues. Because most of the barbecues that I've ever been to are just friends in a backyard. Maybe they might have cornhole. Maybe they might have, something. And then you sit around, drink, and then you eat whatever they have, which is, good or whatever. But this had flair. So she wanted to do one for her birthday, a luau. So we all kind of helped out. We all, I pitched in money, and a lot of people pitched in their time and effort, and it paid out pretty good because the place was done up real nice. So I'm going to show you pictures of that right now and of Timmy, because Timmy was awesome.
Real quick, Cupcake, you are absolutely right.
What's that? Say it out loud what she wrote.
Cupcake posted that bad publicity sticks faster and longer than good. That's like Ferguson. And indeed, because I've lived in Ferguson for 11 years, nothing ever has been like. I honestly thought that was some sort of how do you say je ne sais quoi, a upscale type of neighborhood. I just don't. That place was quite crazy,
Right, and it's never really been like that.
Never, but yeah, like one time something happens, people are on the internet making freaking viral videos about how there were these big old spaceships that landed and the Coast Guard had to get involved. And like, all of this extra stuff, like, oh my God, like dude, we will see. We will literally be seeing fictional movies based around those riots. It's gonna be hilarious
That is
and
Hilarious.
thought provoking and sad all at the same time.
Damn, that looked tight.
Paulie, be honest. Was Funny Gent Stalker there?
Oh God, please no! Don't even bring that up.
Text that to me. I don't know who that is.
No, she was at work.
Oh, I know. And yes.
Wait, was this yesterday? Right? Yeah, she probably
Yes.
was there.
No. I'm talking about this pic right here. There you go.
Oh God, no!
That is hilarious, dude. The fact
space.
The fact of the jokes I made about that the other day.
It's not okay.
Now these two twins, their names are
Personal space.
They look just like a buddy of ours named Holiday.
In space.
I'm sorry. I just.
So these
I hate you brought
one of
that up.
them's passed out from being drunk, and the other one, they look just like our buddy named Holiday. So that's funny.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Oh my god!
They look like they had a great time. The one passed out looked like
Lavender.
Holiday.
I
This
thought,
is Lavender.
you know what? Just text me the details and stuff, and all I had to do was call off. But I wasn't finna do that last night. It was too much crap.
There's
Is he
Leroy
bartending?
behind the bar.
Call the cops.
Is he bartending? He said, "Call the cops."
And it
Cops
was
show
funny
up. He the
because
only one
Jody
that
was
got
there
questioned.
and Leroy were there, and Leroy kept getting mad because he wasn't the token. And I was like,
Wait,
"That's-"
so Jody and Leroy were there at the same time? How
yeah.
is that
Well,
possible?
no. Leroy got there first, and then Jody got there afterwards.
Oh
that
no, I
means
thought
Jody
they were
should
the
have had to
same
leave.
creature. I thought they were the same creature.
His alter ego.
He's all-
Like when you see Jody, he goes in the bathroom, he spins 3 times and becomes Leroy. Two Pokemon, they just come out Jody, Leroy.
Fucking retarded.
Fucking gorilla chop.
I
This
love
dude.
all the time they took in for decorating. That was the coolest. Even if you look at the bar, it's made from planks and stuff from a
You
pallet.
Big Moana head asses.
Yeah. This is a guy who looks like Tommy Lee Jones, apparently. I didn't see it. Okay. His name is Gary, but
Gross.
So this is Timmy behind the bar coming up. He was nicknamed Captain Jack Sparrow because he talks and somewhat looks like he could be a pirate. Here we go.
I wouldn't say Jack Sparrow. More like the other guy that was. Yeah, he said I
He
wouldn't
looks
play
like a
cards
guy
with
named
him.
Seamus. Like Seamus went on vacation and you definitely don't
Yeah,
want to play cards with him.
Well, the funny
Spit
thing
the
is,
tobacco in a bowl.
Leroy or Lavender had said it. He goes, man, it's fucking Captain Jack Sparrow, man, because he when he was talking, he was such a heavy smoker, and he really loves to drink, and so he was the life of the party. Like, here's a picture.
Yeah,
of him
unless he
drinking.
screams out, "Where's the rum gone?"
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
that's what Lavender kept saying. He had the biggest can of beer, of the champagne of beers, if you will.
Damn.
Thing.
Guy was like a douchebag.
No, it was really cool. But he pissed on the seat where he was sitting at.
Douchebag.
And T, the one I text you guys with, she sat in the chair that was full of pee.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, that's gross.
That's get wrecked, little girl.
But as he was passing out while we were playing Truth or Dare, we started decorating his face with plastics and stuff like that. There he is, passed out in the chair. He was a very quaint drunk because he had ended up walking in and falling asleep on the couch. And we had to wake him up to get him to go. He was pretty nice. He wasn't really all weirdo about it.
Y'all, I'm about to upload a picture of this egg roll. Y'all gonna freak out.
Okay. Look at that. This is more about the decoration. Look at the back. They painted half of the.
It's actually quite beautiful.
Yeah, they painted half the fence with a kind of luau theme and stuff. It was really cool. Did you make the egg roll, sir?
Guess we're about to find out.
Yeah. So here's after the party was over with, because they were wanting me to spend the night, but I didn't want to. I took pictures of the place after the party was over with, and this is like 4:00 in the morning.
That's awesome.
Like that?
Actually, Paulie, I kind of adore after party photos.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because it's the, how do you say, the leftover essence of a good time.
Huh.
Like whenever I have like big events, where I go to like big events where all of my friends are involved, I'll ask them to place something in a pile of something that like represented them. Like with one of my friends, it was an arcade stick. Another person was a DS. Somebody was a hat. Something. One of my friends, it was sunglasses, or like there was a leftover bottle or something. Like something that says that they were there, and then you just get to walk through. I used to just walk through them after the party scene where all the bottles and things are left on the ground, and like it just, as long as like there wasn't any blood, everything just looks like it was a really good time, and you're gonna miss that too. See, now that's tight. That's tight.
There's the menu of
like
the bar.
Like a very clean party, you know?
Well, they had to put the tarp down because it was raining all yesterday. So
they can get bodied.
Apart. Yeah. You have a lot of parties that end up in blood.
Well, no, I mean, let's be serious here. You know, like, since every time we see a party on TV now, somebody don't get hit with something. It's like, oh, well, it didn't happen. Or like, if there's not a girl that's hurling everything she drank in the toilet, then it wasn't a party, you know?
Yeah.
If you don't see a possum on the ground holding a bottle and sleep, don't even fucking invite me.
God. Did he put a picture of the egg roll up? Because I don't want to be like...
Apparently it's loading. Hold on.
Okay. Because I'm like, keep posting pictures of the parties. No, but I like that. And I didn't have to do anything. Like that lay that's right next to the friggin' menu. Like that was there. I didn't have to stage any of these pictures. This is really cool.
I know, that's what I'm talking about. This shit's great.
I love that shit. Oh, it's a groundbreaking ceremony for the ice rink today. There you go. He did make those. Look at that. That's snazzy. Golden brown.
Shit looks delicious.
It does. Kind of want me an egg roll now.
No, they're massive.
I got a huge egg roll.
Looking like this.
Love it. Well, that's what I did over the last couple days.
That's pretty dope. That is actually really awesome.
I didn't make
this.
this.
I'm mad that I wasn't at that geek event with you.
Dude, next one that comes up, because even I talked to the funny gent, the first...
He failed to remind us.
Well, see, I told you too, because I didn't know what was going on, and then you were like, well, I didn't start till didn't get into this or whatever. So, yeah, we're going to organize it a lot better, and yeah, I want to have a table at the next one. We will have a table at the next fundraiser.
Yo, Paulie.
Hey.
Do you mind if I do a Night Vale podcast proverb?
Yes.
All right, this one's from episode 10, Feral Dogs. Eating meat is a difficult moral decision because it is stolen, that meat. You should apologize.
Like that's fucked up.
It's from Feral Dogs. That episode is fucked up.
Yeah.
But that's Night Vale for you.
Night Vale is awesome.
But
Excuse me, Cupcake. You can't ruin Asian food for us. We know they use cats and dogs.
I want to thank the Entertain the Geeky, the podcast that was at the Dungeon Crawl for the Cure, because I did get to network with them, and they will be on the show possibly next week. And we're going to talk more about like their geeky side of stuff, that what they do on a talk show, and all that good stuff. And we'd been talking about other things that involve the background of a podcast. So I was really happy about that. I love talking to other podcasters because I can hopefully absorb some of their stuff. I want to thank Sean White for getting this thing even started and letting us be a part of it, and hopefully we'll be on for the next ones. And I want to thank everybody everywhere for everything, for all the great things it did over the last several days. And I want to thank the certain person I was talking about earlier with the butt, because also we stayed up all morning playing cards because I couldn't go to sleep. So I want to give a shout out to everybody. And other than that, though, and the WoW expansion dropped. If anybody was, needing to want to know that.
Yeah. One of my partners were super freaking excited about that. Yeah. She sent me a nude and then left. That was pretty awesome.
I've been playing beta for so long that when I was telling Cupcake a little earlier this morning that I didn't buy the new expansion yet because I already played beta enough that I can wait for a few days until all the bugs and glitches and everything all wane out, and then I'll buy it and then I'll be good. Yeah.
Hey, Cupcake, stop with all that mess. Talk about did you put peanut butter in it? Yeah. I think you mean the sauce.
Wait, what? Peanut butter on an egg roll?